interesting.
I know. But we have to do something.
Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing happening?
Are we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to... He's back.
He got a pimp walk too.
God.
Motherfucker.
What's his name again?
Are you okay?
Gren.
It's been hours.
He didn't make it easy.
You'd run into some trouble at the Crooked Man's place.
Well, he didn't make it easy.
What happened?
It doesn't matter. He's here. We got him.
I got him.
We can talk about it later. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know... I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes.
This man is so negative.
You killed Lily.
She was my sister.
What do you have to say for
Where
yourself?
the fuck do you get off? You think you have the right to just do this to people? You're a fucking crook.
This. You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for
Crazy how
coming
they
here on
wrapping
such
him
short
up because
notice.
he's in
I know
cuffs.
normally we'd schedule
But before
a
he
formal
was, they
hearing,
was
but
scared of this man.
Considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder
As
of
I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie?
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White.
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're
He's
gonna bring
dead.
that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not.
Well, where is he?
Well, I'm sorry I killed him.
He's dead.
He's... what?
I didn't intentionally kill him.
So you
He
see,
asked for
the
it.
culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well aware of my rights.
Let her
Miss White.
finish.
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
Oh
You
shit,
are
he got a little
charged
pony.
with the murder of Faith
Ponytail?
and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including
No,
the
you don't.
attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're involved.
Come on, it's obvious.
I know you're responsible. You've been behind all of this from the beginning, so cut the shit.
We all know who you are. We know what you've
Just
done.
give it up already.
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
lodge.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
But
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
This is ridiculous.
So what's about to happen?
You have the floor.
Oh, he about to talk
Thank
his
you,
shit.
Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered two of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby. When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
I was
Yeah,
attacked.
the goons attacked me. Did you forget that part?
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
What's he talking about?
Yeah, right. They don't do it because they want to protect you. You intimidate people. Use scare tactics. They're afraid if they don't follow orders, they'll end up dead.
Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions.
Well, I actually do want to know who was in that
What
lab.
about Lily? She wasn't
Who was in the
free.
chains
she
and the
wasn't
chairs
given
and
a
shit.
choice. Do you really think she wanted that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah, that's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Yes, but
Wasn't I?
You're the fucking problem here, not us.
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon.
Where
She
Crane
left
at?
Everything she had.
I seen that option. It was talking about
Everything
Crane. Where is
mattered
Crane?
Anyway, with nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
She wanted my tree destroyed, but Bigby refused.
What?
you were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
Is that true?
Bro,
I
don't
know
try to
what
do
you're
that.
doing, and it's not gonna work. You can't manipulate us or these people. We're not here to talk
Oh,
about
we're
this.
not?
Bigby just
This
means
is important, and I'm glad it's being talked about.
You know why I asked him to destroy your tree. You were working with Crane and the Crooked Man.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You
Shit
hated
getting
Crane,
hectic.
And you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with the Crooked Man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all
Bigby
to know
look
that I
beat
care
up,
deeply
bruh.
about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Things haven't been great for a while now, but we'll do better at
Let me make right
protecting
on my
you
part.
from people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength. And if things didn't fall exactly his way, someone would die.
He took Faith and Lily from us. And while we can never get them back, we can certainly punish who's responsible.
They're right.
What is this?
You're
Y'all
all
going to
still
side on over
afraid
here?
of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over. And those girls will have their justice.
What was this? It was like, come on this side if you don't fuck with the Crooked Man. That's literally what they just said, bruh.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the...
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a confession.
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
What about
your
your
history, bro?
All you've done to this fucking town.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Because
Maybe
Vivian is dead.
I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of
need...
course it's right.
Bruh, y'all
This
niggas
man
are some
tormented
hoes,
all
bro.
for
Like,
profit.
y'all just
Georgie
sided with
killed
me, and
him.
then again, y'all gonna be like, oh.
You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course.
Where are you going?
Going with this?
Well, by that logic, Miss White should be on trial for Tweedledum's murder, since you know Bigby works for her.
That's...
He killed a man.
That don't make him a murderer.
Doesn't it?
That was
Fuck's
justified.
sake. Killing someone who's trying to kill you is
They were
hardly...
there to retrieve Crane. You didn't need to escalate things.
Me. It was them.
They shot at
Who
me.
sent those two freaks anyway?
Bigby and I have already discussed his behavior that night. We're handling it
Now, where
internally.
have I heard that before? How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You can't be serious.
Snow wasn't involved at
Had
that
nothing
time.
to do with it.
We thought she was
all
dead.
thought she was
Exactly.
dead.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his
I
own
hope that Snow
protection.
will remember that wasn't bad.
Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened.
This nigga is
Georgie
capping.
killed Faith
Welling.
and Lily. End of
Sir
story.
Wellington.
They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own
This
crimes.
isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen, I
The
know...
laws apply when we need them to.
Bluebeard, please.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh my gosh,
Everyone
yeah,
just shut the
yeah.
fuck
I
up.
mean, a certain level of privilege should be afforded to
who?
This is how it's always been.
Yes. See, this is exactly to what I'm speaking. We lashed our ropes to this.
Bro, like, what is
diseased
going
world.
on, bruh?
Ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby? Miss White!
Excuse me,
I-
dear.
I
Bet.
wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, Elizabeth?
What's she doing here?
She got some dirt.
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Of course. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut up.
Ooh.
You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But
I
you
like
know
that.
what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
No, he didn't. She
Sir,
actually,
this is highly
Vivian
irregular.
killed herself, bro.
Vivian killed herself. Back at the pudding and pie.
I'm sorry, I don't think I knew-
Nerissa. My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me. And now
Talk your shit.
I can finally say, you're an asshole.
Uh-huh.
And I hope you rot at the bottom of the witching well for what you did.
And This just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him.
I'm winning the crowd like that.
Never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me?
Yeah.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well.
Nah, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you.
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
Wait!
Hey, you're done talking.
Crooked man. You had your chance.
Who said wait?
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's
I
not
assure
good
you.
enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has a
more
point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough bloodshed?
So we get rid of him.
Yeah, we gotta. I'm sorry, Granny. We gotta throw Cuz down.
Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
Why not?
What about a vote?
What do you think this is?
Everyone, calm down.
Fuck
Should
it.
have a vote. Make it democratic.
Do you really think that's going to work?
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
I like that.
Fine.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Snow.
Just do what you think is right.
All right, bet.
Yes, Sheriff. Do what you think is right.
Teach him
Rip
a
his
fucking
head off.
lesson.
No.
He has to
We
die.
can lock him
Just
away.
fucking get rid of him.
Not this way.
Oh shit. Yo.
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep.
Bro.
You know, just between us, I was gonna let you live. But now...
You're going to miss me.
No, I won't.
He said, oh.
For Lily. And Faith.
Yes. Another one of us to erase from the books.
Y'all seen what he just did? He just did another attempted murder on me, bro. He just said Fabletown will remember that. Bro, no negative shit, bro. I did what I had to do. I did exactly what I had to do.
Hey, Sheriff.
Hey, that's my boy.
Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay. Great.
So everything did work out for boy.
This fucking line.
What's his name again? He was that one dude who wasn't trying to shut up.
Oh, Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
Is everything all right?
Is everything okay? You look...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
All right.
morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
Like, bro, get upstairs.
I'm going. Jesus.
We only have like 5 minutes.
Then carry me for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit. You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day.
It is. Great day.
Shit.
Don't be so
Just go
dramatic.
grab that, would you? It's just a farm. You don't have to be so dramatic about it.
You had this coming, bro. I gave you like 3 days.
Bigby, I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her?
Sure. Yeah, sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
And she'll love it.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at
Quickest
the
5
farm?
minutes ever.
I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope
So
not.
where's the farm? Like down the street?
I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore.
I'm sorry,
Your dad
he broke the
TJ.
rules.
You're not allowed to stay in Fabletown without a glamour.
Okay.
Come on. It won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No. Some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves, so you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ. Hey, Bigby. Where's your friend, Colin?
Fuck off.
Where's the fucking pig?
Must be missing.
I know. He, must have run off. Bullshit.
Ah, fuck you, Toad.
Saying goodbye?
And she finally got into something good.
Hi.
Hi.
She still got a journal on her
Still
neck.
wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
I understand.
It's okay. I get it.
Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good.
Right.
But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together.
Okay.
The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand.
So what are you saying?
You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone
Just
who
tell
had
me.
physical evidence?
Narissa, just tell me what happened.
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe Try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything.
So you told
And I
Georgie?
begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
You were just trying to protect them.
Supposed to, I meant to
Yeah.
hit circle for real, for real.
Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man. But then, oh God.
What happened? Can you tell me anything else?
I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the Crooked Man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
Ooh.
What does it matter? I know the Crooked Man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
Hey, what's done is done, for real,
Yes,
for real.
It's done as
We got rid of a
I
menace.
know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... that night, after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
You did it.
I walked her over here, and I left her. Just hoping that maybe, if I couldn't save them, could at least save the rest of us.
Why would you do that?
I couldn't think of any other way to get your attention.
So you started all this?
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the
Whoa.
time. The Crooked Man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence. And the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith, or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
I'm sorry, Narissa. I'm sorry that's what it took to get me to pay attention.
It'll be different now. You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
Yeah, I sure can't.
Feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
I don't really know where we stand anymore. Things are just different.
Mm-hmm.
Things are always different. Look, Bigby. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You protected your friends, no matter the cost.
I tried.
And you brought justice to this town, finally. Because you brought the Crooked Man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the Crooked Man, it was you.
I've been making a lot of mistakes lately.
But you've also done a lot of good. Don't forget that. You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you. You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
Isn't that what Shorty said?
I need to tell you something. I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Are they the same person?
Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about
He
Faith?
said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Yo.
I'll see you around, Wolf.
Crazy. Alright, so me and 68% killed Georgie. Alright, yeah. Because I'm pretty sure they didn't want him to suffer neither. Did you give Crooked Man a trial? Me and 89% did, yup. How did you punish him? You and 38% threw the Crooked Man down the witching well. So you got a certain amount of people who ripped his head off, and then was that other the other option was to imprison him. I guess. And then did you accept TJ's gift for Snow? Me and 98% of the players. Damn, who's that 2%? What were your last words to Narissa? I made a lot of mistakes. What does that mean, though? Alright. Special stats. You beat him while he was down. I mean, he needed it, bro. I'm sorry, but he needed it. The Butcher. You offered him protection at the business office. Hold up. Colin, you gave him a drink when he asked for one in your apartment. You helped him avoid the farm. Deceased. So these are the dead homies. Alright, Crooked Man. You took him back to the witching well. You tossed him down the witching well. Alright. Dumb. I killed his ass. Faith gave her money after the fight with the Woodsmans. Alright. Yeah, and then she died. She lost her head, and then I lost my money. And then I didn't have money for some time. Okay. You smashed up Georgie's place. Okay. Gren. You drank with Gren after Lily's funeral. But he don't remember that, right? That's when he was both off the influence. Snow, you brought her along to the trip trap. You promised to bring the Crooked Man back alive. I did. Chose to wait for him. That's it. And then you accepted the beetle. And then you slapped him during the interrogation. Yeah, bro, he wasn't trying to tell me anything, bro. He kept giving me a whole bunch of BS, and I was tired of it. That actually just scared me. Oh my gosh. Well, I guess that's it. That's actually it. That's the game. Oh, they got a story? Bruh, I'm waiting for the sequel because I actually heard that they're in some type of works with the sequel going on, for real. I don't know. But yeah, they got something going on. These are all this stuff I unlocked. What is this last one? Not even about to... This is a lot of stuff, but finally done with Wolf Among Us, you know. Like I was saying, hopefully there's a sequel in the making. It's coming soon. Definitely want to jump in on that, because this was actually an interesting game. These decision-based games, they're actually fun. So, yeah. Definitely going to look into some more decision-based games, especially from, like this company. What's it? Telltale? Some, I don't know. I get them confused all the time. But, I'll try and look into some other decision-based games just like this, because these games be interesting as hell. I can't even hold you on that. But if you enjoyed this playthrough, Wolf Among Us, you know, throw your boy a like and a subscribe. As always, just keep on viewing, you know. And I hope you enjoy. Peace out and be safe.